That's that's crazy. Hello. Yeah. Hello. 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 We're not live. It's not picking you up.
All right, now it should be picking me up. There we go. Okay. We're hopping into our damn
Damn old.
intro.
This podcast is presented by StreamerCollabs.com, a website made by streamers for streamers. StreamerCollabs.com helps streamers find, connect, and grow their channels by collaboration. We believe that collaboration is key to unlocking the full potential of the streaming community, and we strive to provide the tools and resources needed to make that happen. So join us today and let's make a difference together on StreamerCollabs.com.
And we are back from excuse me, our damn Streamer Collabs intro. What's up, Buzz?
Hey man.
What's good?
Hey man, I'm chilling, you know. I was actually after writing up the questions, you were there. Actually, we were looking at Marshall Mathers, aka Eminem's recent discography, because I was like, where the heck did he go?
Yeah, what's he been up to?
Apparently he's been dropping expanded editions of previous albums. Like he dropped Curtain Call 2, which is insane considering Curtain Call was one of his the first albums he put out that was kind of like not good.
Curtain Call 2,
Though yeah,
damn.
he did the Marshall Mathers LP2, which was like
Damn,
kind of crazy because it's kind of crazy because it's like, and we don't have to pretend like we're surprised because we were talking about this before.
No,
like,
yeah, but I hadn't seen it.
Yeah,
That's
man, it's just like
nostalgic in a way.
It is. It's just kind of crazy that it looks like he only dropped like maybe one new song on the Marshall Mathers LP2 expanded edition, and then he dropped a bunch of instrumentals.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the monster, bro. That's crazy.
We can't play any of these songs on stream,
but Marshall will come over and he'll rap about beating us up.
He will, indeed. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I dump it on Streamer Collabs? Should I dump it on the Streamer Collabs boys? Probably not.
Probably not. But we're not the Marshall Mathers LP2 expanded edition collabs cast. We're the Streamer Collabs cast.
We are indeed.
What episode are we on? Are we on episode 38?
This is 38, yeah.
Damn.
I just updated it. Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, insane. We already did our word from our sponsor. This may be
yes.
Well, I was gonna say this may be a shorter episode. No, I don't know. I don't think so. Because while we have two questions here, we're gonna kind of go into them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because a lot of them, or both of them, are really kind of near and dear to my heart personally. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I could start if you wanted, or if you wanted to jump in.
All right. I'll jump in for the first one.
All right, fair enough.
So for the first question, should I play one game until I beat it, or cycle through games depending on when I get bored? So there are benefits to both, I guess, but there are more benefits to playing a game until it's beaten.
Yeah.
For one, it gives you enough time to potentially like dominate that niche on Twitch or Kick, depending on how popular the game is. So like, if you stream one game, unless you have like bouncing between games is only gonna work if you have like Moist Critical or fucking Pokimane levels of fame. Yeah. XQC. Like if you've got like a big enough viewer base, then you're gonna make money and get views no matter what game you play.
Pretty much, yeah.
However, if you're jumping from one game to the next without
any real schedule,
you're not really gonna build up an audience
day to day. Yeah, I've actually done that before, and where I'll wake up not knowing what I'm gonna stream that day, and then it's just not good for stream growth at all.
No, it really isn't, because like I said, it doesn't give you enough time to kind of dominate that niche. And secondly, if you're playing one game for long enough, it gives people who are in that community a better chance of finding you. So like, let's say let's talk about a universe where Minecraft isn't the most popular indie game in the entire world. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not the most popular video game in the world, right?
Okay.
Is it still the most popular?
I don't know.
Short tangent. I'm gonna look it up. Minecraft most popular game of all time. It's gonna be something like Tip Top Blick Block or something. Nope, it's Minecraft, followed by Red Dead Redemption. No, Minecraft, GTA 5. I fucking knew Tetris.
Tetris was up here.
Wii Sports,
PUBG.
Deserved. PUBG.
Wii Sports, yeah. I'm saying PUBG.
How is Fortnite not? Well, Fortnite doesn't technically cost
Fortnite
money.
Isn't money, yeah. Fortnite is.
But
free.
Red Dead 2 is in top 10. Damn, Witcher 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah,
Wikipedia.
Red Dead is number 8. Red Dead Redemption on top. Red Dead 2 is the greatest role-playing game of all time, the best story-driven game of all time, and until Red Dead 3 comes out, that's just gonna be how it is. Sorry, Witcher fans.
Damn.
Witcher 3 is good. Well, Cyberpunk is good too. Witcher 3 is good. It's just it drags, bro. Like I was replaying it and I kind of just stopped after like there was a chapter where you're in a city and I was just like, it's good, but it really does. The story does drag. Yeah. But anyways, we're not talking about that. But essentially, let's talk about if Minecraft wasn't the most popular game of all time, right? Let's say it's this game with like maybe 100 to 500 viewers on Twitch, right? If you're playing Minecraft every day for like a month, that gives people who are watching other Minecraft content creators, you know, they'll pop in, not to your chat necessarily, but like the game tab on Twitch and they'll see you and they'll be like, okay, they might not click on you at first, but you know, tomorrow, the next day, they'll be like, oh shit, he's still playing this, you know, and it's about staying on top of it, right?
It's about being consistent.
Putting yourself, exactly. Remaining consistent and putting yourself in a place where people can find you to the point where that person who saw you a couple times is like, you know what? I might just check this guy out. I think I'm gonna, they click on him, they click on your name, and who knows, they might like really fucking like your content, which is great. That's what you're going for. That's how you build communities, Chad. It's if Twitch was about, if you could get big on Twitch doing whatever the fuck you wanted, playing whatever the fuck you wanted, it would not be a viable platform for Twitch because everybody would be making ninja bucks, right? Exactly. Like it's you got to remain consistent and you got to stick to one thing until I'm not saying you have to beat every single game you do, but like, oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's what a lot of the big guys do. Ninja was I think he was a professional what's it, Halo player. Tim the Tatman was
really,
Tim the Tatman was a what's the name? He went really big on Overwatch 1. A lot of these big like titans of streaming, like they went through the ones that you see doing variety streams and stuff like that now. They did their time in the one stream, in the one game, one stream, hating it, you know what I'm saying, or loving it. Overwatch has a way of getting to you though. I'm not gonna lie, but
Overwatch makes me mad, bro. And it's not just the fact that I paid $40 for a game that they released fucking 8 years later for free.
Yeah.
I'm never forgiving Blizzard for that, bro. That's Blizzard, right?
Yeah.
That's some.
You know what else I'm not gonna forgive them for?
If I speak,
this sale. I went to Diablo 4 and I was like, or is it? Oh, I went to Diablo 4. I was like, all right, bet. So we having a Black Friday sale then? And then I came up.
No.
It was like we're only doing a sale on the most expensive one, and we're only taking like 15% off. I was like, are you joking?
That's fucking crazy,
I was sad
bro.
as shit, bro.
It's like I'm charging. I'm
broke for this,
bro. You know what's crazy? I would recommend you probably buy Diablo 3. Diablo 4, from what I've heard, is very mixed, like we're in terms of reviews and reception, because after Endgame, like after you beat, I guess, the campaign, there's not a lot to do besides grind. And I've heard like the clothes aren't even that cool and shit, like the cosmetics and stuff. Not a lot of cool loot. Again, it could have changed. This was back at release, but back to the main question. It's basically, you want to give people the opportunity to find you. And to do that, you got to remain consistent. Thirdly, to the point of playing a game until you beat it. If I'm gonna be completely honest, chat, I have quit my fair share of games, right? I'm not proud of it, but you know, I've come back and I've beaten them. Like I beat Sekiro, I beat Dark Souls 3. I came back and eventually beat them. But if you're making content on Twitch you should be uploading your videos and your content to YouTube, right? In episodic format, of course. Like, don't just throw the entire VOD up there, because unless you're fucking XQC or Moist Critical, no one's watching that shit.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. It's going to it's not even that it's a bad look. It's just not great for your channel if you've got a bunch of series that are just unfinished, because one, that leaves your subscribers like, you know, unsatisfied. Like, if I'm binging your content and it's like one episode is just, you know, it ends on a cliffhanger, it just ends, and I'm like, okay, what's next? And it's like, oh yeah, nothing's next. I'm like, fuck, well, okay. Like, I'm disappointed, right? As the viewer, I'm disappointed. And two, it kind of if you have a bunch of those going on your channel, it kind of trains your viewers to kind of like, okay, he's not going to finish this. There's no point getting invested in this.
Yeah.
I might not even watch this, because what's the point? He's not going to finish it. They're not going to finish it. So it's really, I think it's, again, going back to the consistency we talked about, you really want to, not train your audience, but you want to at least build the trust with your audience till the point where it's like, okay, I trust he's going to finish this.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not going to shit on you if you've got a couple of unfinished things on your channel.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like, yeah, I never finished Five Nights at Freddy's. But you know, we're coming up on 10 years, man. But never finished FNAF. But you know, it really is just about building that with your community, giving them something to watch, giving them something to binge, giving them something to feel happy with the end of, or, you know, unhappy with the end of, depending on what game you're playing. And if it like ends like suckily, like Dying Light 2, bro, I hated that game. I really didn't like the story. I'm not gonna shit on it because, you know, well, I mean, they got bought out by a bigger company, but I'm still not gonna shit on it because it was good for. Well, I'm gonna talk about it for a bit, and then I'm gonna let you talk about it for a bit, David, because it was really good, and then it got really like not good. And then it stayed not good for like, I'd say, the next 15 hours of gameplay. And that's kind of where I was just like, this is crazy, right? How
it wasn't amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just like, I remember playing it and I was just like, this is great. This is the game I've been looking for.
Dude,
I remember, and then I got to the end boss and I was like, this nigga cool as fuck. And then I'm gonna spoil Dying Light 2. Not like the story, just like the boss fight. So if you're like, no, I haven't beat it yet.
It's like 3 years old now.
It's coming up on 2 years, yeah. Because it came out last year, yeah. February last year. Damn. But basically, I beat the boss, right? Health bar down. I go to a cutscene. I'm like, all right, bet. This was solid. This was a good boss fight. And then he hits like the chug jug or something. And then he goes like, he refills his bar. And I was like, okay. I mean, that's fine. I've done this before. Like The Witcher 3, one of the best boss fights in there had 2 phases. That didn't piss me off. And then I beat him again. And then he pulled out another chug jug, hit that shit, and filled up his bar again. I was like, okay, this is starting to really tick me off. And I beat him a third time. I swear to you, there's a fourth time he hits the chug jug, but I got one too. So like, we're both just like wailing on each other.
Man. It's like,
and then it's a fourth cutscene. And then I remember, bro, the way the game ends is so, at least when it launched, I played that game for close to 50 hours, bro. And you know what happened? I didn't even get to see the ending cutscene.
I was about to say, your shit crashed.
It went to a black screen, and I sat there for 20 minutes just shitting on the game. And I feel like, you know what? I'm allowed to say that the game when it first launched was shit because I dropped $60 on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you know, the game it had bugs, you know. I reserved that shit for like, for not like AAA.
Up and coming, you know what I'm saying? Like
people
making a game out of their garage, you know what I'm saying?
Like Stardew Valley. Like, if I played that when it first dropped, and I was like, I would be a lot kinder to it because one, Stardew Valley didn't charge me $60 for a game that was obviously broken and not ready to be released.
Yeah.
And two, like, okay, so the way they wrap up a lot of the characters' story arcs, it's a black screen with just words. So it's like, this happened to so-and-so, this happened to so-and-so, this happened to so-and-so. And then there's a short little cutscene that shows what happens to your character at the end of the game, where they go from there. I didn't get any of that because the game fucking crashed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I paid $60 for a game that ended up like this. The point is, I'm gonna let you talk about it, but the reason I brought it up is because I finished it. I didn't fucking like it, but I finished it. And that's really it. David, what are your thoughts on Dying Light 2?
Dying Light 2, initially I fucking loved it. It had the movement and feel of Dying Light 1, yes. and the night mode. I remember night mode was really fun too, because night mode on Dying Light 1 was, and probably still is, the only game that can actually like scare me like consistently.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is just
to the
horrifying.
I don't do it. I don't play it. I go to sleep,
man. Oh, but nah, I fucking love Dying Light 1. I'm still playing Dying Light 1.
I saw you playing. I was like, it said Yo Infamous is playing. I was like, that is an incredible game, bro. Like,
exactly, man.
So good. Continue.
No, yeah. It's just I'll be on Dying Light 1, but I chose Dying Light 1 and said Dying Light 2 because the story is better in Dying Light 1. Like, the story isn't necessarily the greatest story of all time, but it is a little bit more solid.
It's a bit more, it's easier to follow, I think. Because there are a lot of... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, in the first one, you're like... There's like... You find a group, and then you're with that group, and then there's a bigger guy that's like ahead of a bigger, meaner group, and then...
A warlord, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, there's a warlord. And, after that, you're supposed to be running errands for him, and then there's somebody else that you're supposed to be running errands for. Like... With this one, I never really figured out who I was with, who the bad guy was, and what his real like his what's it called?
His reason,
his reasoning,
his motive,
exactly. His motive. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it never really got around to his motive or anything like that. It was definitely one of those games where you just kind of finish and then you just kind of like don't really go back to. You know what I mean?
So. I'm going to kind of untangle Dying Light 2 for you, and by extension myself, because I pushed that. She said you don't need to.
You don't have to.
It's content, man. It's real. But it's Dying Light could have used a little more time in the oven. Like, it was. You know what? I shit on Dying Light 2 initially because it was like $60, and obviously I felt upset because I love Dying Light as a franchise.
Yeah.
The first Dying Light is probably one of my favorite games of all time. I replayed it in 2020.
Absolutely.
Like around like Christmas 2020, like first year of the pandemic. I remember just like tearing into that game, being like, I've never beat it. Let me play for real. This is incredible. I can't wait for the sequel. Dying Light 2 was supposed to drop in late 2019, early 2020, but then obviously COVID. So
this was delayed.
Yes, I remember being in like fucking.
Oh shit, I remember that. Yeah,
I used to work at Chick-fil-A, bro. You remember? I remember checking on my phone, like 2020. It's like, this is one of the only things I'm looking forward to this year, bro. Because like at that point the year sucked. Like March, April, that shit sucked. So I was like, all right, bet. Delayed indefinitely. Okay, fuck me, I guess. And then I was like, a couple months later, it was like 2022. I was like, still fuck me, but at least I got a number. But we bring up Dying Light because even if you don't like a game, you want to give your viewers that content to view and watch with you. So if they have the same
Dying Light that game though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Dying Light 2 was good, but I don't want to like shit on it to the point where it's just an example of games that we just don't like.
Oh, of course not. Of course
not.
I'm saying? Like, I'm using it as an example for me because I was so upset with it. Yeah.
I think that was also a time where we were both bouncing around between like story games and figuring out and beating games and then moving on. I think you had beaten Sekiro a few weeks before that, no?
No.
Or was that
I got
after?
to the end of Sekiro. That was after because I had beaten Sekiro. No, that was after I got to the end of Sekiro, but my bitrate was so bad that I couldn't actually. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I'm being harsh on it, but at the same time, I feel like I'm entitled to, I feel like it's okay for me to be harsh on it because one, I paid $60 for a product that I ultimately didn't enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, imagine you get a plate of food, right? And this food is like $60, right?
$60
Now imagine it's not good. Like you waited a very long time for it and it's just not good. I'm not gonna, especially if it's if I go to McDonald's and I spend $60 on food that's just not good, I shouldn't be upset because that's McDonald's. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say you went to McDonald's and dropped 60 bones on
you went to McDonald's like
you know what I'm saying?
$60, 60 bones at McDonald's.
You found $60 to spend at McDonald's.
You found $60 and you took it to McDonald's. That's crazy. But we should circle back. We should circle back.
Yeah.
But the point is, guys, a better alternative would be to stream multiple games during the week to avoid burnout. So essentially, instead of bouncing between game to game and just not finishing, you want to set up a schedule for yourself. Like for me, for example, I'm scheduling out this week. Tonight I'm playing RimWorld. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing something else. The day after that, probably more RimWorld than something else, So it's really about, instead of bouncing between games, not finishing them, just kind of playing separate games and finishing them maybe slower than you would if you were playing one at a time.
Yeah.
But it's a great way to avoid burnout. So if it really is just as simple as, if I'm playing 2 games at a time, I'm going to get burnt out a lot more slowly than I would if I was just playing one at a time.
Yeah.
It also gives you something viewers to look forward to. So it's like, if I'm a fan of, let's say, Dave the Diver more than I am of RimWorld, then I know that Dave you say it in JoJo, like, Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver.
But shout out my boy Dio. Wait, is Dio my boy? Have you finished JoJo?
I finished the first one, yeah.
Is he like super evil?
He is pretty evil, yeah.
Is he like I mean the whole dog thing was pretty evil. So
that dog thing, I can't get past the dog thing.
I can't get, never mind. Fuck Dio. But the point is, essentially, it gives your viewers something to look forward to. So like, if I prefer this game over another, I might see more traffic at this, or I'm people are going to come in for different games, right? And that way you're going to be consistently in 2 categories at once, So like we were talking about being in people's faces, not like, obnoxiously, but being in front of people for one game. You can do that. Just, do it for 2 games at once, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what you gotta do, man, is you gotta be obnoxious, man. I started triple uploading.
Yes.
I started triple uploading, and that is when I started seeing growth in my YouTube channel and my things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get in these people's faces. Chat. I'm talking to you guys too. You gotta get in these people's faces and like really crank out your own content, because when you drop 1 episode a week, people aren't going to be able to see that as much as they'll see maybe 3 episodes, not even 3 episodes a day, but I'd say probably like at least daily episodes. And for different social media like places, you're gonna have to find different ways to upload and find your schedule on those as well. But
exactly.
Excuse me. But you're gonna want to find your what is it? Just find your stride, flow, basically. Yeah. Your flow, basically. But go ahead. I was just
no, that makes sense. I mean, it's the whole point of doing that is to just be in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be loud. Like, you're not gonna be anywhere like, hey guys, follow my stream.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Like, no, bro, you got to be like, yo, follow. You got to grip the mic.
Follow
the shaft of the mic.
Grip the what?
Be like, listen.
Huh?
Follow me on Twitch and Twitter.
To my motherfucking Spotify listeners, he's gripping. Yo, what the fuck?
I'm gripping on that shit, bro.
Yo, buddy was gripping
2
on that
fists, double fisted, bro.
Double fisting that, bro? Hold on.
But yeah, basically, you just gotta. Hey, yo, but you gotta be in front. You just gotta be in front of people. You really have to, like you said, just be loud, be obnoxious.
Yeah.
But yeah. Next question. I want to stream, but I'm not good at video games. What else could I do on Twitch? Now, we actually, back at TwitchCon, bro, we talked to a lot of people that were like not gamers.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because, like, when you think Twitch, you obviously think we name drop Ninja a lot. Yeah, exactly. I have to play video games. Like, would you name drop Ninja a lot? But like, it's because he plays video games and he's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Like, we think Ninja, we think XQC, like all these big gamers.
Nick Merckx, you know what I'm saying?
Nick Merckx, isn't he on Kick now?
Yeah,
yeah. But still, you think streaming, you think video games, but I did not know there was a niche for watching people do work.
I didn't either.
Like co-working.
Yeah,
that's a crazy. Like, I'm not judged. That's just crazy to me. The fact that that's literally anything can be a niche.
Yeah.
Well, not anything, but you know what I mean. Like within terms and conditions. But like,
I mean, well,
it's just. But it's just like, wow, there's so much to do.
So much to be done. Yeah. Like you said, man, co-working, fucking art streams, makeup streams, just talking, reacting to things on YouTube.
Don't do the reaction stuff unless you have explicit permission from the creators of those videos.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, yeah.
No, I meant honestly. I'm talking about like, because there are streamers who like exclude. I'm not saying like.
Are you talking about people that
TikTok
exclude their
like exclusive?
They
like go ahead.
Actively like exclude who they're reacting with or reacting to. Is that what you're
I would say yes, but also people who do that exclusively. So like, they don't make any other like. I don't want to call anybody out, so maybe I should just stop. But like, there's a fine line in reaction content. Like, if you watch a couple of TikToks on stream, you're good. Like, between games and shit, you're good. If you watch a video or something with chat, like, I mean, that's fine, I guess. But like, I think it gets to the point where like, at some point, it becomes like, I think it really is when you, at some point, I feel like it becomes kind of like taking the content and not really adding to it, but like making it your own, like stealing it.
Oh, you mean basically just putting on a video and then just.
Yes. So a lot
of
TikToks.
Guys, thanks for the views.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for the bits.
Exactly. I hate those videos where it's like somebody will just. They're just staring at their phone. They're just staring at their phone. They might as well just be watching the TikTok. And then the video's over and you didn't give me anything.
It's just your face. It's essentially using your face as a watermark over someone else's content.
Exactly.
And then making money off of that. I think there was a whole, not controversy, but like a wave of reaction channels on YouTube back in like 2016, 2017, like the whole fucking Grade A Under A versus Jinx debacle. Like that was a whole arc.
Yeah.
Grade A, yeah, that was it really, it's kind of, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, do what you want to do. I'm just feeding you my 2 cents. Basically, I'm just saying it can be a little murky, the reaction waters. So my advice usually when the water is,
oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as long as for me, usually when the water gets murky in terms of like content creation, usually I'm just like, maybe I do something else. But what were you gonna say?
I was just saying, as long as you're creating content and not just ripping it off like somebody else might have done or we've seen being done. Like, as long as you're not just taking the content and then reposting it like as your own. That I feel like that is where reaction channels can get a little murky. But I mean, as long as you're like doing something that's entertaining,
you're providing feedback and being entertaining. Like a good example of someone who reacts to stuff, I guess, like commentary channels, like Voice Critical. He actually provides like his own. It's not what he does. I wouldn't classify that as reaction because he actually provides his own commentary because he's a commentary channel. But like he posts clips of the video and he'll respond to parts of it and make his own commentary and provide his own thoughts. I think that's where it's like, okay, obviously, like I don't see that as him taking someone else's content. I see that as him making commentary.
Yeah.
And making that his own content. But like, again, that wasn't even the question, bro. But like, I don't know. Like, that wasn't even what we were talking about originally. But like,
oh, yeah, we were just talking about things to do on Twitch besides video games, and that was reaction channels popped up.
Yeah. So. I wouldn't recommend doing reactions on. Well, are you gonna get? Is it easier to get DMCA'd on Twitch?
I feel like
if
I think a lot of people do reactions on Twitch. I mean,
Okay.
you'll find a lot of reactions in the just chatting, in the podcast section, in the more IRL section of Twitch. You'll find more just chatting and people just kind of reacting to YouTube videos and TikToks and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, man.
Yeah, obviously if you're
go
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say if you're looking to find other things to do on Twitch, I would check out the just chatting section of the podcast section. You can start a podcast like us and be, talking about, I don't know, random shit, whatever you want
Pokemon.
to. But if you check out the just chatting, is there a market? There's probably a market for that. People just getting sat on. But
probably.
hey man, y'all, hey,
do what you gotta
that's
do,
y'all.
man.
That's y'all's
Do what you
adult
gotta do.
business.
Exactly.
I do not care. But just check out the just chatting section and see what other people are doing. And I'm pretty sure there are tags on Twitch for like art and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So even if they're not like their own devoted sections, like how Fortnite has its own devoted section or other games, you can always use tags like English, art, this kind of stream, that kind of,
Mhm.
just to put yourself in front of people who want to
Yeah.
find your content. You can also find like, I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit you can do on Twitch, bro. You can cook, you can do arts. We talked to a bunch of artists. We talked to people who did music, talked to DJs, which is kind of crazy. Like there was this one dude at TwitchCon who was streaming the entire time. He was walking around with like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a mixing board where he was like just mixing beats on the fly, just streaming that shit as he walked around while his boy was walking around with a big ass speaker on his back.
Subwoofer, yeah.
I was like, damn. But
no,
there's a shit ton to do on Twitch, bro. You just gotta ask yourself, what kind of content do I enjoy consuming? What kind of content do I enjoy making? Or would I enjoy making? What am I already doing now that I would like to make into content?
Yeah.
Like, woodworkers and bikini streams, that's a thing.
Streams, yeah.
Again, bro, shout out, I think it was Splattercat who said it, but bro, if you got it, you want to make money off it, by all means, bro. There's no judgment and no shame in that. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna say, niggas who hate on that shit, like, they will be doing that shit too. Like, let's be
100%,
real.
100%.
Guys in Amaranth's chat saying the most misogynistic shit. They're just like, I guarantee you, bro, if y'all had like the assets to do what other people in that field are doing, you probably would.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in that.
There's none.
But
there's none, man.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Did you have anything to add, bro?
No, man. I think we nailed it.
Yeah, sorry for missing last week's podcast, by the way. I was thinking, I was like, I thought we recorded, but we were in LA. It just slipped our minds and we didn't have the time to record. Like when we were in Vegas, you know how we're in Vegas, we did that podcast outside.
Yeah, we did the outside. Yeah.
We didn't do that for in LA because we were kind of running that entire day, and before that we didn't have a chance to record and pre-upload it or upload it on to YouTube directly. So we apologize for that. In the future we will be more mindful, and if we can't record it while we're out, then we'll pre-record it and put it directly to YouTube. So again, and sorry Spotify. Guys. Sorry. We're not gonna beat ourselves up over it, so I'm gonna stop apologizing. But
it's gonna be, we
did
it.
It won't happen again.
It won't happen again. We're sorry. But
probably we are human.
We're exactly.
We're gonna be better humans.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chief Tani from the Road Del Dorado.
Yes.
Terror is human. Yes.
Yep. But yeah, man.
Elton John was in that movie, bro.
He was? When?
He did all the music. He did all the music.
Damn.
And then there was like a music video where they like animated him in the background of all these like important scenes from the movie, and they just had him walking around singing. Like imagine Tulio and fucking what's his face arguing.
His name was Tulio?
Like, Tulio, yes.
His name was Tulio?
Bro was up in the Tulio.
Up in the Tulio? Oh, man. All right, well, what were you saying, my bad?
I was just saying, Elton John, shout out him. I think he retired.
Shout out Elton John, man.
Elton John, he's a I think he's a nice guy. I've never heard anybody like badmouth Elton
Exactly.
John.
I was about to say he doesn't sound like the.
I don't think Elton John has many ops in the industry. If people are mentioning Elton John, they're just like, oh, it's shit, it's Rocket Man. Cool. How did you get that nickname?
Wait, his name is Rocket Man?
Like not on his birth certificate, but like that's the name of the movie that like was based on his life. It was like Rocket Man. I think they got Rob Stark to play him, but we can end.
Yeah.
Rocket Man. 2019. No, they had Tarrant. He was in it though. I'm pretty sure he played Elton John's boyfriend, Richard Madden. He looks exactly the same, dude. Jesus Christ, this guy's like 40 and he looks exactly the same as he did like 10 years ago. Good for you, Mr. Madden, sir. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the Streamy Weemy boys. We're gonna be going live on Twitch, right, David?
Yes.
Cool.
You're going live?
Yes,
sir.
More RimWorld
/BuzzLightskin.
Twitch.tv/YoInfamous. YouTube.com/YoInfamous.
YouTube.com/BuzzLightskin. Just saying.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, to those who celebrate. Just
happy holidays.
It's good. Happy holidays, man. Happy holidays.
Enjoy
That's a better way of putting it.
You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy time with the family. Enjoy time with friends. Enjoy time with loved ones, man. And if you're like, oh man, maybe I'm just chilling out by myself this year. That's cool too, man. Cool. It's good to take some time by yourself, get some good food, put on something nice on the TV.
Put on some stretchy pants,
Put on some stretchy pants, get some nice
food going.
There you go, man.
Don't worry about shit. But yeah, man.
Exactly. But yeah, man. Hey, that's gonna be it from the StreamerCollabs boys. Happy holidays. We love y'all. Be safe and don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.